The foundation of the first Saudi state dates back to 1727, when Imam Muhammad bin Saud forged a historic alliance with the religious scholar Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab. It was a profound effort to liberate the Arabian Peninsula from centuries of Ottoman neglect and oppression. The Ottomans, who ruled the Hejaz region, imposed heavy taxes while neglecting the local infrastructure, law, and governance. The Holy Heartland was left to languish in poverty and famine, while the Ottoman rulers profited. The Ottomans not only neglected the region, but disrespected its sacredness, employing non-Muslim soldiers to govern the very land that was home to Islam's holiest cities, Mecca and Medina. This was seen as a betrayal of the highest order, further cementing the need for independence from Ottoman rule. Imam Muhammad bin Saud understood that unifying the scattered tribes of Arabia was the only way to restore justice, stability. His vision was not merely political, it was a mission to restore dignity and order to a land long forgotten and ruthlessly exploited. As the 19th century dawned, a dramatic climax with the story of Abdullah bin Saud, the grandson of Muhammad bin Saud. By 1818, the Ottoman Empire, desperate to maintain its weakening grip on the Arabian Peninsula, dispatched its commander Ibrahim Pasha to crush the burgeoning Saudi state. Abdullah bin Saud, in a last-ditch effort to save Diriyah, the Saudi capital, negotiated with Ibrahim Pasha. The Ottoman commander promised that if Abdullah surrendered, the city and its people would be spared. But true to the Ottomans' legacy of deceit and brutality, Ibrahim Pasha betrayed his word. Diriyah was mercilessly razed to the ground, and much of its population was slaughtered. Abdullah bin Saud was taken to Istanbul, paraded as a symbol of Ottoman power, and publicly executed in a brutal display meant to intimidate. However, this treachery backfired. Abdullah's sacrifice became a symbol of Saudi resilience, a testament to the people's unyielding fight for their land, faith, and freedom. Today, Diriyah, located just outside modern Riyadh, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a symbol of the Saudi struggle against oppression and foreign brutality. In contrast, the Ottoman Empire is remembered for its exploitation, its taxation without development, and its failure to provide justice to the Arabian Peninsula. Their desperate attempts to delegitimize the Saudi cause by labeling it Wahhabi extremism were nothing more than propaganda designed to tarnish a legitimate movement for independence. As we move forward into the era of King Abdulaziz, another persistent myth often arises. It's a frustrating misconception that Saudi Arabia was crafted by British hands. But this is a gross oversimplification that ignores the real story. Saudi Arabia's formation was driven by perseverance, determination, and an unrelenting desire to unify the Arabian Peninsula, a struggle that began long before the British ever set foot in the region. By the time King Abdulaziz Al Saud rose to prominence, the legacy of unification, set in motion by Muhammad bin Saud, was well underway. King Abdulaziz did not rely on foreign powers to achieve his vision. His mission was deeply rooted in the heritage of his ancestors, and he fought tirelessly to reclaim the Arabian Peninsula from the remnants of Ottoman control and internal tribal divisions. His goal was to unify the land, ensuring stability, prosperity, and independence for the entire region. King Abdulaziz had already made significant strides in unifying the Arabian Peninsula long before the British took notice. By the time they recognized his potential, he had already consolidated power across vast regions of Arabia. To claim that the British were crucial to his success is not only inaccurate, it diminishes the true achievement of the Saudi people. In fact, British involvement often acted as a limiting force rather than a catalyst. If it weren't for British geopolitical maneuvers, Saudi Arabia's borders could have expanded further, potentially encompassing regions like Jordan, Iraq, and Syria. The British, prioritizing their own imperial interests, often put brakes on Saudi expansion, shaping the borders for their own strategic advantage. King Abdulaziz's accomplishments were not the result of foreign assistance, but of his own vision, strategic alliances, and the determination of his people. He successfully navigated foreign interference and military challenges, using diplomacy and strength to secure the unification of Arabia. The truth is that Saudi Arabia's creation was a homegrown movement, driven by the resilience, courage, and unity of its people. It was about reclaiming their land, unifying it under a single banner, and ensuring that it remained free from foreign domination. The notion that Saudi Arabia was created by British hands is a misrepresentation of history, one that overlooks the centuries of struggle and sacrifice made by the Arabian people.